Hello, everyone. Ned Noon here for another edition of Spiritual Sunday. This is Home Based Leadership. So, if you're joining us today, we are having a special guest, Miss Marie Noon, who's going to kick off the brand new format for Spiritual Sunday meditation, guided meditation. So, if you've ever wanted to learn meditation, this is probably the best way to do it. Kimberly Noon jumped on right away. Miss Kimberly on vacation in beautiful Massachusetts. Got a lot of great shots from her trip yesterday. Did a little FaceTime with Kimberly in the mountains. That was really awesome. I definitely appreciated you sharing your vacation journey with me. Uh, Tuning in on the way to the waterfalls in Halifax, Vermont. Oh man, that sounds really cool. Man, some people just know how to live, don't they? Nettie Noon jumped on. All right, man, we are building a full roster already. This is awesome. So again, if you've ever wanted to learn meditation, I know so many people have thought they've heard something about meditation, or they wanted to learn meditation, and there's so many people out there who would like to learn it, but they feel a little bit shy. It's kind of weird, maybe going to a group and closing your eyes in a group, and it might be sort of strange or whatever. It's not strange at all. It's actually really awesome. A group meditation is really the best way to do meditation. But you can do meditation on your own, but learning meditation for the new people and for beginners, can be a little bit intimidating. So this might be a fun way to start learning meditation, to learn it from the comfort of your own home, from the privacy of your own home, where you can just turn on Home Based Leadership on Facebook and just tune in live, or you can watch it on the playback. We definitely love those who are watching on the playback. Also, as everybody knows, this is being recorded for a podcast, so you can just listen to the podcast version on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, and just turn it on your headphones, or turn it on with a small portable speaker or something like that, and go through the guided steps of meditation. So, as many of you know, I am a Christian meditator. So, you can come from any background and learn to meditate. It doesn't matter where you come from or what you believe in. Meditation is for everybody. So what else did I want to say real quick as the audience is jumping on? I wanted to give everybody just a couple minutes before we really got into the guided part of the meditation, because once we get started, you just have to. So if you're jumping into the meditation late, just sit back and participate. But let's see, what else did I want to say real quick? So one really big important thing is, as I said, this is the changing the format of this show. Along with the changing the format of this show, also changing the title of this show. So this will be the last Spiritual Sunday. From this point forward, this is going to be happy hour. I hope you like it, because it makes me happy. I hope it makes you happy too. What else before I introduce our special guest and meditation teacher? I will mostly be doing the meditation, the guided meditations, but today, very honored and excited to have another meditation teacher, someone who meditates, who's been meditating for a long time and has been a teacher with the International Association for Human Values. But I'm going to let her tell you more about that and what she teaches with that organization. My lovely wife, Miss Marie Noon, thanks for joining us. Thanks for jumping on, and thanks for getting us kicked off right and teaching us how to meditate.
Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here, and I absolutely love sharing meditation. So I'm excited to be here doing this with everyone. Um, as you mentioned, I've been meditating for quite a few years now, and I teach it, and I love it. Um, Meditation, you were also saying, it's not necessarily, a lot of people think it's a religious thing or something like that. Meditation can definitely be a spiritual experience, but I really like to highlight the physical health benefits and the mental and emotional health benefits that come from a regular meditation practice. And there's been a lot of studies, places like Harvard, Stanford, Oxford, a lot of studies about the benefits of meditation, and and there's a lot of information out there about there. It's not just the trendy thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, there's actually some science behind it,
for sure.
and so um, some of the things, the more common reasons that people seek out meditation, there is of course people who are looking for the spiritual experience, but I think the most common thing that I hear is people are stressed out, and they're looking for a way to reduce the stress and the effects of stress on their life and their bodies. And some of the emotions that are associated with stress, we have fear and anxiety and fatigue and worry and irritability and depression. And the list goes on. But stress is, unarguably, definitely something that is really difficult. Um, and a lot of the times that we find ourselves in a state of stress, it's because we're thinking about the past, or we're thinking about the future. We're regretting things that we did or didn't do, or we're anxious about something that we're about to do or that needs to be done. And that inability to stay in the present moment steals some of the joy of the present moment, and it creates that sense of stress. So, one of the beautiful things about meditation is the ability to bring yourself fully into the present moment and give your body and your mind the attention that you need, um, and the little bit of a break. Um, and the next thing that I hear all the time from people is, I can't possibly meditate because I cannot get my mind to be quiet. I can't stop thinking. I can't make the thoughts go away. And so this might come as a surprise to people who have that feeling. But the truth is, we can't stop our minds from thinking, and we can't make the stress and the anxiety just go away. And the more we resist things, the more those things persist. And so instead, we can do things like guided meditation, or to take things a step further. There's courses that are offered through many organizations, but two that we're associated with: the International Association for Human Values and the Art of Living. Um, and those can give you some more advanced techniques. But just for a beginner, when you're doing a guided meditation, the first thing to know is that you need to be sitting comfortable. You should not be laying down, um, and you shouldn't be slouched or anything like that. But you also don't have to sit like, the stereotypical lotus position with your hands in a certain way and everything perfect. You need to be comfortable. So if you can't sit with your legs crossed, don't. But do sit up. And the next thing to think about is that when you're being guided, you don't have to put any real effort into it. Um,
How about a bow tie? Do we need to wear a bow tie in order to meditate properly?
I don't think a bow tie is required. Um, you may
Uh,
want to remove things that would be a distraction. For
okay.
example, a belt,
Hmm.
or if you have a wallet in your pocket, you probably don't want to be sitting on the wallet because that creates a little bit of an imbalance. You can remove glasses or jewelry or anything like that if you find that it's a distraction, but
Very
there is no specific attire. You can be in your business suit for work and take 5 or 10 minutes to meditate in your car to start your day out right, if
Sure.
that's what you have. There's no dress code.
Yeah, I took my glasses off, and I think once we get started into the guided part of the meditation, I'm definitely gonna take the headphones off as well. Real quick, Brittany and Ashley, so glad you ladies jumped on and are going to be a part of this guided meditation. I know you're going to enjoy it.
Okay, so continuing with that, with the not being able to stop thoughts, and the effortlessness of meditation, when you're doing a guided meditation, for example, if I were to say to you, whatever you do, don't think of a pink elephant. What is the first thing that pops into your mind?
Pink elephant.
Absolutely. And that's how effortless it should be. First of all, you can't tell yourself, don't think. I'm not going to think. I'm not going to have thoughts, because the moment you do that, your brain goes, ooh, you said pink elephant. That's how that works.
Right.
But in the same way, if I'm giving you an instruction through a guided meditation, and I say to you, think of an apple, you don't have to think, well, did she mean a green one or a red one? And, is it on the tree? You just, whatever pops into your mind, apple, that's what you get. And that's just fine. So some of the things that you can do, if you find yourself to be a bit of a fidgety person, you can't sit still, or you really do have some thoughts about not being able to clear your mind and enjoy a meditation, you can do a little bit of light yoga to get started. And we're not going to do that today because it's kind of hard to demonstrate that sitting in a chair.
That would have been a nice surprise.
But you can, and it can be just as simple as, rolling your wrists or rolling your ankles, gently rolling your neck from side to side. These little movements kind of help your body settle down and help you settle into the space a little bit. So if you're by yourself, you can watch a YouTube video, or if you know some yoga, we're not talking about turning ourselves into a pretzel or anything really advanced, just simply something to relax a little bit. And the next thing that we can do is we can do a few breathing exercises, and there's quite a few that are offered through the programs that we teach. But today we'll take a look at 2 of them. They're quick, easy techniques that pretty much anyone can do. Again, you'll be sitting in a chair to do these, and sitting with your back straight. And did you want to go ahead and give that a try now, or?
Yeah. So I'm going to take the headphones off, and if we're going to get started, again, if you notice somebody joining in, well, I think, well, we'll just let it go the way it's going to go. So I'm going to take the headphones off, and I guess we're ready to get started. So this is going to be fun. Here we go.
Okay. Well, while you're taking the headphones off, perhaps you could just type a comment in there for anyone who's joining late.
Good idea.
To just, if they're joining late, simply close your eyes and listen. And even if you don't hear the entire thing, you can always go back and listen later. But just close your eyes and just observe what's happening in your body as you listen to the guided meditation. And while you're finishing that up, I'll just tell you a little bit about this first breath that we're going to experience. It's called the bellows breath. And this is a really interesting one because it helps relax your body and energize it at the same time, which doesn't seem like that makes much sense. But it creates a really interesting state of awareness, but it also helps you not feel sleepy. So to do this breath, you want to be sitting up straight in a chair, and you're going to put your hands in loose fists by your sides. And just as I talk you through this to begin, we're not going to start yet. So just for those who are watching this online, just watch for a moment just to get the idea. Your elbows are going to be by your sides, by your rib cage, and this is called bellows breath. And if you've ever seen the old bellows that would be used to stoke a fire, those things that you kind of open and close, and it puffs air into a fire. That's kind of what we're doing. We're forcing air into our lungs, and so as we do this, when I say breathe in, you're going to breathe in through your nose, and you're going to raise your hands and open your fists. And it's a little bit of a brisk movement, and you can't see that, but your hands are going to be just know that show the your hands open position. So your hands are going to be up, almost like you're reaching up to pick some grapes. So you're going to breathe in, you're going to throw your hands up, and then as you breathe out, you're going to bring them down and kind of allow your elbows to almost bounce off your rib cage, and you're closing your fists again like you've grabbed the grapes and you're bringing them down. And this is done in 3 rounds, and I'll guide through all 3 rounds, and there'll be a short break in between. We typically do 15 to 20 breaths each time, and we do this with our eyes closed. So when we do this, just observe. If everyone watching wants to go ahead and close their eyes and put their hands in this position, elbows close to your rib cage, fists kind of by your shoulders. We'll take a deep breath in and let it go. And just observe the state of your body and the state of your mind as we get ready to begin. And we'll take another deep breath in and let it go. And on the next breath, just breathe comfortably for a moment. When we begin, I will start by just saying in, out. And as we breathe in, the hands go up. And as we breathe out, the hands come down and the fists close. So take one more transition breath in and breathe out. And together, let's breathe in, out, 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 and relax. You can just place your hands on your lap with your palms open, facing the ceiling, and just notice any sensations in the body. You might feel a little bit of lightheadedness, a little bit of tingling, but just notice and observe the state of your mind. And getting ready for the second round. Placing our hands in loose fists by the side, elbows close to the rib cage, eyes closed. Take a transition breath in and breathe out. And together, let's breathe in, out, 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 and relax. Hands placed on your lap, palms facing the ceiling. And again, just observe what's happening in the mind and the body. Noticing any sensations. Just being with the sensations. And we'll get ready for the third and final round. Hands placed in loose fists by your side, elbows near your rib cage. Take a deep transition breath in and breathe out. And together, let's breathe in, out, 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 and relax. Placing your hands once again on your lap, palms facing the ceiling. Noticing any sensations in the body and the mind. You may notice you have more thoughts or less thoughts than before we began. That's all okay. Notice how the state of your mind may be calmer, but you feel a different kind of energy in the body, a sort of mental alertness that's there. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And hopefully, normally I would ask how everybody's doing and if anybody has any questions. Um, Feel free to take a moment if you do have any questions to put them in the comments there, and we'll try to get those addressed. If not during the podcast, afterwards, I could go back and answer any questions. So, the second breath that I want to show you all today is called alternate nostril breathing. And this brings both hemispheres of the brain into balance and creates a calm feeling. It may sound a little complicated at first, but it's actually very simple. So, once again, we're going to have Ned demonstrate this as I talk. So, just go ahead and watch for a moment and then we'll all try it together. So, keeping the left hand on your lap with your palm facing up, we're going to take the right hand and we're going to take your pointer finger and index finger and very gently rest them right between the eyebrows. Not sideways. We're going to have to, yeah. There you go. Because what's going to happen is we're going to alternately block the right and left nostrils with the thumb and with the last two fingers. This, yeah. Yeah, I think just do it naturally how you would normally do this breath. I think it's a little bit confusing that you're trying to show the camera. So just place your hand as if you would normally. Okay. Don't look at yourself. Okay. The two fingers gently rested and taking a deep breath in. Yeah, we can't see anything, dear. Okay. So, yes. So, the breath is going to come in and out in a V shape. So, it's going to come in through the left while you're blocking the right nostril. And it's going to go out through the right. And you're going to alternate your hand back and forth. we're going to be doing this with our eyes closed. And basically, we're going to alternate. Your hand can almost just rock back and forth. There doesn't have to be a dramatic movement. He's trying to demonstrate this for you, but just looking straight on. So we'll take it, we'll go ahead and block the right nostril with the thumb and breathe in through the left. And we're going to take long, slow, deep breaths and then switch and breathe out through the right and breathe in through the right and switch and breathe out through the left. And this takes a moment to get the rhythm of it, but you can keep alternating. You'll breathe in through one nostril, breathe out through the other, breathe back in through that same one, switch and breathe out. So your breath will constantly be coming in and out in a V shape. So if you want to all close your eyes and in your own time, begin by blocking the right nostril with your thumb and breathing in through the left, and then switching and breathing out through the right, and breathe in through the right, switch and breathe out through the left. And we'll continue in that way. Long, slow, deep breaths. And as you're alternating, you'll notice things tend to settle down. You may notice it's easier to breathe in through one side than it is for the other. Just continue alternating. And keeping the eyes closed. When you breathe out of the left side, you can relax your hands into your lap. And just keeping the eyes closed, notice the state of your mind. Take this time to observe any sensations in the body. And we'll begin the guided meditation, keeping the eyes closed, sitting comfortably with your spine straight and your palms in your lap facing the sky. Meditation is the art of doing nothing. You have nothing to do. Simply follow the sound of my voice. And there are 3 guidelines for meditation. I want nothing, I do nothing, and I am nothing. I want nothing. Just for the next few minutes, leave all of our desires and our wants aside. I do nothing. Just leave all of our to-do lists, planning, all of our activities to the side just for these few minutes. I am nothing. In life, we wear many roles. We're parents, children, friends, teachers, siblings. These roles can all sometimes bring stress. So for a few minutes, just take off all of these hats and take some time for ourselves to be with ourselves. Place a gentle smile on your face. Take this moment to smile at yourself, just for you. Let's take a deep breath in and let it go. And take another deep breath in, breathing through the nose, in and out through the nose. Listen to the noises around you. You may hear the sound of air conditioning, someone breathing next to you, noises outside. Just listen to all the noises around you. Accept all the noises. Be in harmony with your environment. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Become aware of your physical body. Your body is a beautiful gift to you by nature and by God. Love your body very dearly. Become aware of your feet. Your legs. Your thighs and hips. Your groin and abdomen. Stomach. Chest. Your arms. Throat. Face. The top of your head. Your whole body. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Become aware of your thoughts. Whether good thoughts or bad thoughts, be in harmony with them. Do not resist the thoughts. Let them come. Be in harmony with your thoughts. deep breath in and let it go. Become aware of your feelings. Whether pleasant or unpleasant. Accept your feelings just as they are. You are peace. You are joy. You are love. Become aware of your thoughts. Become aware of your feelings. Become aware of the sensations in the body. Become aware of your environment. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And placing a gentle smile on your face. And slowly and gradually, taking your own time. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes. How's everybody feeling? Good.
Wow. How was that? David Mullins, Carol Relko jumped on, enjoyed a little bit of guided meditation with us today. I hope everybody enjoyed the guided meditation. Great. Ashley says great.
Good.
If anybody wants to share their feedback, I'm only going to stay on for just another minute. The phone number is right behind me, 248-653-4403. If you want to share your thoughts, comments, feedback, any ideas, questions, definitely questions. If you don't want to call in with your questions, you can definitely put them in the comments. We definitely want to address those comments or those questions. As always, really, really appreciate everyone who watches live, everyone who watches in the playback, and listens to the podcast on iTunes, Spotify, and SoundCloud. Would love some awesome feedback in any of those places as well. Definitely helps to keep it going. So just wrapping up here, I mean, that was an amazing. I got Miss Marie set the bar pretty darn high for me to follow going forward if I'm going to be leading these guided meditations. So the new format for Spiritual Sunday, again, we're going to change the title of Spiritual Sunday to Happy Hour, but it will be on Sundays at 3 o'clock, and we'll start out with a little discussion about the spiritual teachings from all over the world and all throughout history, and then we'll go right into the guided meditation, usually 15 or 20 minutes, and then we'll do a little conversation afterwards. We'll take calls and discuss how you feel. Ask you can ask your questions on the phone or in the comments. But I really hope that you enjoyed all of that. If you haven't been to, looks like we got a call. All right. Let me get you on speakerphone here. Hey there, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi. Yeah, it's Nettie and Ashley from Commerce.
Yeah, Nettie and Ashley from Commerce. All right. So what's happening?
Well, we were just checking out the meditation over some breakfast, and we just think it was great.
Awesome.
I mean, Mom doing leading the like eyes closed part, and I liked the way you were sort of demonstrating with the breathing techniques too. I just wanted to call and say I thought you guys were doing a good job, and that
well, thanks.
we definitely could all use that every Sunday, because I know especially for busy people like Ashley and I here.
Yeah.
We really need a way to, like, not always go somewhere and do meditation, but just be able to, like, sit at home,
right.
Right after I wake up and find a way to relax.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, I'm glad we can serve you that way. I'm hoping that we can serve a lot of people that way, and people that are a little bit shy and intimidated with coming to a group setting and can have the ability to learn meditation. Definitely. Well, I'm glad that you both enjoyed it, and I'm hoping that you're looking forward to participating every week. Did you have anything you wanted to say about it?
Oh, well, I just really appreciate the feedback. And I would just like to add that for anybody who would like to meet in person, we're going to be offering those opportunities
Absolutely.
as well.
Yep.
And I'm happy to come to people's homes, or if you have a group of friends and you want to get together, people can come to our house. That I'm very open to that. It's not something that we charge for. We just really want people to have the opportunity to give this a try and feel that the peace and relaxation that you get from this practice. So thanks for sharing too. It's nice to know that having the opportunity to do this online made a difference for you guys.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Did you have anything else you wanted to throw in there?
What did you say?
Did you have any other comments that you wanted to throw in there?
Not that I can think of. I think music was a nice touch, especially because, like, you never know where someone's at when they're trying to listen to this meditation. And like for us, like the dog started running around and doing dog things. So it
Right.
was nice to have that to kind of tune it out a little bit.
Good. Okay.
Good. That's good feedback.
Did it
too.
come through? Did it come through on the video? Okay, between the music and the voice there.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, it was perfect.
good.
Yeah,
Good.
it was. Yeah, the voice and everything came out great. If anything, the music might have been just a little loud, but I think it might have just been I had my speakers up a little too high.
Okay.
Good.
Good feedback. I appreciate that as we work forward on this. Thanks a lot. Thanks, guys, for checking it out. I really appreciate your support. I really appreciate you checking this out, and
Yeah.
I'm glad we could provide a service to you. All right. Well, we are going to wrap it up. If anybody else has any other questions, please throw them up in the comments there. We definitely want to get to your questions, your comments, your concerns, your feedback. And by all means, you know, on the podcast as well. We definitely want to address any questions and comments and anything like that. As I was saying right before we got that call, if you haven't been to homebaseleadership.com, head over there and check out homebaseleadership.com. It's been completely revamped and rebuilt to really highlight what it is Home-Based Leadership has to offer. There's a ton of free offerings on Home-Based Leadership. If you want to transform your life, discover a superpower, if you want to change anything about your life, your situation, whatever the case may be, a ton of free offerings over there and a few paid ones as well. I'm sure, as you know, if you've seen any of my shows, I've been transforming my health with a Singular Nutrition Systems, and you can definitely check out more about that at the Home-Based Leadership at homebaseleadership.com. I'd like to thank everybody for watching and listening and tuning in live and on the playback. And I'd really, really like to give a big thanks to our meditation teacher, my wife, Miss Marie Noon. Really appreciate everything you did today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
All right. And with that, I'm going to wrap it up and say that we can have better leaders by becoming better leaders. Bye for now.